Now to the Colorado dentist accused of murdering his wife by secretly lacing her protein shakes. The woman he had started seeing is speaking for the first time in an ABC News exclusive. Our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, sat down with her. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. In the many hours I spent with Karen Kane, she told me she felt deceived by the man that she thought she had fallen in love with. She said that dentist had lied to her about being deep into a divorce, lied to her about the values they shared, lied to her about why his wife was dying. And this morning at this courthouse, he faces that preliminary hearing in which prosecutors will try to convince a judge that there is enough evidence to try him for the first-degree murder of his wife.
It's a story that made national headlines earlier this year. The shocking death of a beloved mother of 6, Angela Craig, who died after a mysterious illness. Her family remembers her for being a fiercely devoted parent and friend. Soon after, her husband arrested for allegedly poisoning her. According to the arrest affidavit, authorities suggest he had murdered his wife to be with another woman. But that woman now says their connection was built on lies. You've been labeled the mistress in this story.
Yeah, I don't like that label. If I had known what was true, I would not have been with this person.
In total, how long were you together with James Craig?
I want to say it lands right exactly at 3 weeks.
Do you think that James Craig allegedly poisoned his wife to clear the deck so he could be with you?
There's no way I'm motive. There's been no planning a future together.
When Texas orthodontist Karen Kane met Dr. James Craig at a dental conference last February, she wasn't looking for love. She was in the process of a divorce from her husband of almost 30 years.
We met on a Thursday and then went home on Saturday. So we spent this Thursday evening getting to know each other. And then we texted until 4 a.m. that night. Then the next day we, spent pretty much the day together.
They seemed to have shared values, a strong faith. Their children, their number one priority, and both seemed to be in a similar place. She says he told her he was also deep in the divorce process.
He told me they hadn't been living together. He had an apartment.
After the conference, the two remain in constant contact.
It was just consistent from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. There was a lot of just feeling so connected.
Pretty soon, they're making plans for Karen to visit him in Colorado. She says an initial trip falls through and is rescheduled. And the day before Karen arrives in Denver, Angela's health takes a horrific turn. She suffers a seizure, is on life support, and is not expected to survive.
Originally, it was maybe I shouldn't really even come. And he was like, I could really use the support.
Karen tells me they met for dinner twice.
He at no point seemed stressed or anxious really, I had to drag it out. I'm like, are you sure you're okay? Because he seemed okay.
But all is not okay. Soon after Angela is pronounced dead, James is arrested on charges of first-degree murder. And investigators are questioning Karen. Her initial disbelief turns to shock when she reads the arrest affidavit. These are the allegations that within days of meeting you, he starts researching potassium cyanide and is buying these deadly poisons.
Yeah, and it wasn't until the media started reporting on it that I realized the timeline was so tight that it was 2 days after we had left that meeting.
When you read that affidavit, that he was Googling things like, how many grams of pure arsenic will kill a human? Is arsenic detectable in an autopsy? What was that like?
I don't really think I have an answer for that because it's I don't have any sort of headspace of my reality where that fits. I didn't willingly have a relationship with somebody who was in a marriage.
Karen says they never consummated the relationship, and what she hoped was a promising new romance has ended with her pulled into a tragic investigation. And of course, the ultimate victim here, a vibrant woman, a daughter, a sister, and a mother of 6.
I can't even imagine the loss of a family member, and then to consider that it could be at the hands of someone that had been in the family for 25 years.
Again and again in our time together, Karen lamented the tragedy of the 6 children that James and Angela shared. She says that she has been cooperating with investigators since the night that Angela died. For his part, Dr. James Craig maintains his innocence. He has not yet entered a plea. That will likely happen about 3 to 6 weeks from now at the arraignment. Guys.
All right, Matt, thank you. What a story there.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.